Well guys, I've been using the Studio Display XDR from Apple for a little under a week now, and I'm going to tell you my experiences, the good things, the bad things, and everything in between. Let's get into it. Alright, so starting off with the good things here, we're going to start with the panel itself. This is a 27-inch 5K 120Hz adaptive refresh rate display mini LED with 1000 nits peak brightness in SDR and 2000 nits peak brightness in HDR. And as you see here, we got the classic video from LG playing in the background, really showing off those inky blacks and the incredible contrast ratio of this display. And believe it or not, we have 2,304 local dimming zones on this display, which is 4 times more dimming zones than the outgoing Pro Display XDR. And not to mention, we've got an incredible webcam built in, way better than the previous one found on the original Studio Display. We've got incredible, and I mean incredible, speakers. These speakers blew me away. They still blow me away. I've been using it for a week and I still can't get over it. These speakers in this monitor sound better than my stereo pair of HomePods. Honestly, this monitor has blown me away so much that I decided to record and edit this video in HDR. So if you're watching on your smartphone or an HDR compatible display, go ahead and enable HDR right now so you can get as close to the real experience as possible. Good thing number 2 is the build quality, because it is exactly what you would come to expect from Apple. Full body aluminum and glass. There's just something about it. It is just so boxy and so industrial. I love the way it looks. And let's be honest, the build quality is probably 75% of the reason why you would choose an Apple monitor over anything else. Good thing number 3 with the Studio Display XDR has to go to those speakers. Man, this is an incredible sound system they got in here. I'm going to play a song at about 50% volume. I'm going to record the audio with my iPhone using the built-in microphone, and I'm going to let you guys take a listen just how good this sound system sounds in this Studio Display XDR. Now obviously you're not going to get the full effect. You're going to have to go to an Apple store and hear it in person to get the full effect. But anyway, here's the speaker test. Well, I bet you guys didn't believe me, but I bet you now you do, because those speakers are crazy. They have so much low end, but they're also so clear, and you get that nice rumble that you only get on some good speakers. Let me know what you guys think of the speakers down in the comments. Next on the list of good things with the Studio Display XDR, we're going to take a look at the 12 megapixel center stage built-in webcam and a listen to the built-in microphone with support for voice isolation. This is what the Studio Display XDR's camera looks like, and this is what the Studio Display XDR's microphone sounds like. What do you guys think? Pretty good, huh? Personally, I think the built-in 12 megapixel center stage camera looks great. It's great to have center stage for video calls on the big screen, and I think the microphone sounds great if you need to record something in a pinch or for video calls as well. Alright, now on the back of the display here we have 4 USB-C ports, but 2 of them are Thunderbolt, obviously with the Thunderbolt logo on it. The one with the dot is the one you're going to want to connect your Mac to, and if it's a MacBook, you'll be able to get 140 watt charging out of that port, as well as transferring the display signal, obviously. The 2 regular Type-C ports without the Thunderbolt logo are capable of 10 gigabits per second, and you can use them for connecting accessories to your Mac. In my case, I have my audio interface connected, and the other one I have a charging cable connected to for charging my Magic Keyboard and Magic Trackpad. So the ports are another great thing of this display, although I would like to have seen an extra 2. So we would have 2 Thunderbolt ports and 4 USB-C ports. But overall, we got some really nice ports on this monitor. Well guys, I saved the best for last. So my absolute favorite thing about this monitor is the 120Hz refresh rate, because it allows me to play games like Resident Evil 4 on my Mac at 120 Hz. Never thought I'd be able to say that sentence in my life, but with the current settings I have, which is the performance preset and Metal FX upscaling enabled, enabled, I'm able to play Resident Evil 4 on my M3 Max MacBook Pro running into the Studio Display XDR at a locked 120 frames per second. And it is the smoothest, brightest, most crystal clear gaming experience I think I've ever had. It is incredible that we are able to play these AAA games on our MacBooks or desktop Macs at 120 Hz with this Studio Display XDR. It is just crazy. As you see in the upper right corner, I have the metal performance HUD, and you can see that frame rate is steady, absolutely holding at 120 Hz. And finally, after many years of waiting, never thinking it was going to come, we have a monitor from Apple able to display 120 Hz. This is my absolute favorite thing about this monitor. And also Resident Evil 4 supports HDR, so it might look a little blown out on the video, but that's just because of how insanely bright this monitor can get in HDR. But man, oh man, does it look incredible. Trust me on that, guys. I just took a still shot to show you guys this. Look at how those dust particles are on screen and it's all dark around them. That's the only areas lit up, is those little particles. And look at how good the flashlight looks on screen. It actually looks like a flashlight would look in real life. It's incredible what this monitor is able to do with the mini LED and the 2304 dimming zones. Incredible work with this display, Apple. But next up, it's time to get into the bad. And there's not many things, there's only one thing actually, but it is a really big problem. So let's get into it. Alright, so I've had my Studio Display XDR since launch day, which was March 11th, I believe, which was a Wednesday. And it was fine Wednesday. I got it all set up. I was in love with it. It was so great. I've never been blown away by a monitor the way I was blown away by this one. So no problems with it Wednesday, no problems with it Thursday, no problems with it Friday, no problems with it Saturday, Sunday, Monday comes, and while I'm just listening to Apple Music through the beautiful speakers, it decides to randomly shut off on me and then come back on. And then about an hour later, it does the same thing. I've seen people with the static issue where half the screen goes static. That didn't happen to me. What happened to me was the screen will go black, everything cuts out, and then you get the 3 loading dots in the middle of the screen, and then it just comes back on a few seconds later. Now, I've seen a bunch of people with the static issue. That wasn't me. It seems like mine is respringing in a way. I don't know how else to describe it. You know when the iPhone gets the spinny wheel? That's a respring. And that's basically what the Studio Display XDR did to me twice today. And I'm not sure why. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it can be fixed with a software update. I hope it can, because this is a lot of money. This is $3,200 down the drain if this thing decides to kick the bucket on me. But I don't think it will. I hope that they put out an update to fix that issue. But yeah, for me, that was the only bad experience I've had with it so far. Like I said, it randomly shut down on me earlier today, once while listening to music and once while it was just sitting on the desktop. The screen just goes black, everything cuts out, it gives me the loading dots, and then it comes back. Let me know in the comments if you guys have the Studio Display XDR, if you guys have had that issue, or if you're having the static issue. Alright, let's wrap up the video. Well guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I really do love this display, and if you haven't gone and checked one out yet, go to an Apple store and check one out right now, because you will be just as blown away as I am. If not by the display itself, you'll be blown away by the speakers, believe me. Other than those 2 random shutdowns, I haven't had any other issues with this monitor. I really hope this issue doesn't keep up, or if it does, I hope that Apple can fix it as soon as possible with a software update, because me and a ton of other people spent over $3,000 for this display, and it is beautiful. But when you're paying that kind of money, it's disappointing to see these kind of issues at launch. But like I said, hopefully it gets fixed. But other than that, that's where we're going to leave it, guys. This display has absolutely blown me away, and if you haven't gone and checked one out in an Apple store, you got to go do it right now. With that being said, I do have an Amazon storefront link down below. If you guys purchase anything, I will earn a small commission, but the product won't cost you anything extra, as well as you can become a member on this channel for a very small monthly fee, and it'll go towards my ability to keep creating these videos for you guys and keep buying Studio Display XDRs. No, I'm just playing. I don't think I'll ever be able to make the money back I spent on this, but maybe one day I'll be YouTube famous and we'll figure it out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment your thoughts on the Studio Display XDR down below. Let me know if you guys are having those issues. And with that being said, I'll see you guys later.